The whisper in the dark. The soldier opened his eyes slowly. Everything was dark. His head hurt. His body felt heavy. He was lying on a cold metal floor. Where was he? He sat up, breathing hard. The room around him was strange. It was not a hospital, not a military base. The walls were smooth and silver, glowing with soft blue lights. The air smelled like metal and smoke. He touched his chest. His uniform was torn. There were bandages on his arm. Someone had treated his wounds. But who? He tried to remember, but his mind was foggy. The last thing he remembered was a mission, something about a crash site. Then, nothing. Suddenly, a voice came from behind. "Are you my new master?" The soldier turned fast. His heart jumped. A girl stood there, maybe 16 or 17. But she was not human. Her eyes glowed softly, like stars. Her skin was pale silver, and her hair floated around her head, like it had no gravity. She wore a thin white suit with strange symbols on it. Who are you?" he asked, standing up. She tilted her head. "I am Alia. I was waiting. You woke me." "I don't understand," he said, confused and alert. "Where am I?" "This is the outer chamber of the relic ship. You found it. That's why I was given to you." "Given to me?" "Yes, as a reward. You are the chosen soldier." Before he could ask more, a loud alarm echoed through the room. Red lights began flashing. A deep voice echoed from hidden speakers. "Breach detected. Secure the subject." Elia's eyes widened. She grabbed his hand. "We have to run. Now." The floor shook as heavy footsteps approached from outside. The soldier followed her. He had no idea what was going on, but something deep inside told him to trust her. For now. They ran down a glowing hallway. The walls looked alive, changing colors as they passed. He heard metal doors closing behind them. Robots or soldiers were chasing them. "Where are we going?" he asked. "To the docking ring. If we escape the ship, we might survive." "Might?" She looked at him, calm but serious. "They will destroy anything to stop the relic from leaving. Even us." He swallowed hard. "You're the relic, aren't you?" She didn't answer. She just pulled him forward. They reached a large window. The soldier stopped in his tracks. His eyes widened. Outside the glass, Earth was floating in space, small, distant, and beautiful. "We're not on Earth?" he whispered. "No," Alia said. "We are far beyond it." He tried to breathe slowly, trying to stay calm. Everything he knew gone. His mission, his team, his world left behind. And now, he was running with an alien girl who called him her master. They turned another corner. Two tall, black-armored robots blocked the path. Their arms turned into blasters. Elia stepped forward and raised her hand. Blue energy formed around her fingers. A flash of light, and both robots shut down, collapsing like empty shells. The soldier stared. "How did you do that?" "I was created to protect the chosen one," she said. "You." More alarms sounded. They had little time left. As they reached a round door at the end of the hallway, Alia placed her hand on a panel. The door opened with a hiss, revealing a small transport pod. She pushed him inside. "This pod will take us to a safe place. Trust me." He paused. "Why me? Why am I the chosen one?" "You touched the relic," she said softly. "It accepted you." The door closed. The pod shook and launched into space. As they floated away from the massive alien ship, he looked at her, calm, mysterious, and glowing. He was a soldier, a fighter. He had seen war, blood, and loss, but he had never seen anything like her. "Okay," he said finally. "Let's start from the beginning." Elia nodded. "Good, because everything is about to change." The stars outside grew brighter. Behind them, the alien ship exploded in silence. A final warning from the enemy, who now knew he was awake. The soldier closed his eyes again. But this time he didn't feel alone. The stars outside looked calm, silent, peaceful. But inside the pod, the soldier's heart was racing. He was strapped into a narrow seat, cold sweat on his forehead. Across from him, the alien girl, Alia sat with her hands folded in her lap. Her glowing eyes didn't blink. She stared at him like she had been waiting for him her whole life. "Who are you really?" he asked again. "I told you," she said softly. "I'm your gift." He frowned. "What does that even mean? A gift from who?" She tilted her head. "From the relic. From the ancients. You found it, so I was given to you. I didn't ask for anything." "You didn't have to," she said. "The relic chose you. That's enough." The pod floated through the stars, heading toward a distant moon with glowing rings. The soldier leaned back, thinking hard. His name, his rank, his last mission, it was all real. But this felt like a dream he couldn't wake up from. "You said I touched the relic," he murmured. "I remember a crash site, a strange object. But nothing after that." Elia nodded. "That object was a memory holder. It scanned your soul. It saw something special in you." He looked at her, frustrated. What did it see? She looked away for the first time. Pain, sacrifice, honor, the things the ancients valued most. He sat in silence for a moment. The pod shook slightly as it entered the moon's atmosphere. Alia looked at a blinking screen beside her. "We'll be safe for a while here, but not for long." "Why?" he asked. "Because you woke up. And now, they know you're alive." The pod landed inside a hidden cave, deep beneath the moon's surface. As they stepped out, he saw huge walls covered in carvings. Old symbols, stars, and war scenes. "What is this place?" he asked. "A memory vault," Alia replied. "A place where the ancients stored knowledge and gifts." As they walked through the glowing halls, strange machines lit up around them. It was like the place was alive, like it recognized him. He touched a wall, and suddenly, flash! Images exploded in his mind. Alien cities, giant ships, a war that tore galaxies apart. And in the center of it all, the relic, the one he had touched. He stumbled back, breathing hard. "You're remembering," Alia said. "Why me?" he whispered. "I'm just a soldier." "You were more than that," she replied. "You didn't just find the relic. You awakened it. And now its enemies want you gone." He stared at her. "And what about you? What are you supposed to do?" She stepped closer. "Protect you, guide you, help you unlock your purpose." The soldier looked into her glowing eyes. For a moment, he didn't see an alien. He saw someone human, scared, brave, alone. "You're not just a gift," he said slowly. "You're alive." Elia smiled for the first time. "So are you. More than ever." Suddenly, a loud sound echoed through the vault. A pulse of light flashed across the walls. "They found us," she said. The soldier grabbed a weapon from the wall, something between a rifle and a sword. "Then we fight." Elia touched his shoulder. "They're not sending soldiers this time. They're sending something worse." He looked at her. "Like what?" She turned her head slowly toward the dark tunnel ahead. A growl echoed from the shadows. Something was coming. Something big. "Like that," she whispered. Silence. Then footsteps. Heavy. Slow. Not human. The soldier stood in front of the dark tunnel, weapon ready, heart pounding. Behind him, Alia moved with calm grace, though even her glowing eyes showed a flicker of fear. The growl echoed again, louder this time. "Closer. Whatever it is," the soldier whispered. "We're not letting it take us." "No," Alia replied softly. "It's not here for us." He turned to her. "Then what does it want?" She looked at him with a strange expression. "It wants the truth inside you." Before he could ask what she meant, something burst out of the tunnel, tall, shadowed, moving like smoke and fire. Not solid, not fully real. Its face was a blur of shifting shapes. Its voice was 1,000 whispers. "Return the memory." The soldier aimed his weapon. "What are you?" It didn't answer with words. It lunged. A bright flash, a scream, and then darkness again. But not the same kind. This time, the soldier was somewhere else, inside his own mind. Floating. He saw flashes, A war zone. Earth soldiers fighting something they didn't understand. Smoke, blood, then a crater, and inside it, the relic. He saw himself touching it, and everything changed. His eyes glowed. The sky cracked. Time stopped for 1 second. Then nothing. Until now. He gasped awake. Back in the vault. Elia was kneeling beside him, her hand on his chest. The creature was gone. "You saw it, didn't you?" she asked gently. He nodded, breathing hard. "That wasn't a memory. It was a warning." "It was both," she said. "The relic is trying to help you remember. But it's dangerous. The more you remember, the more they come for you." He sat up, wiping blood from his lip. "Why do I feel different?" "Because you are different," Alia said. "Your DNA. It's no longer just human." He stared at her. "What are you talking about?" She walked over to a screen glowing on the wall. A scan appeared, his body, his cells changing. "You're part of the relic now," she said. "It bonded with you. That's why you survived the explosion. That's why I was given to you." He stood up slowly. "You keep saying that. Given to me. Like a weapon." "No," she said quietly. "Like a companion. A guide. A key." He looked away. "I'm just a soldier. I don't want to be some chosen one." "But you are," she replied. "And now you have a choice. Run from it, or face it." He clenched his fists. "Then I need to remember everything. Now." She nodded. "Then follow me," she said. They entered a deeper part of the vault. A chamber filled with floating crystals and pulsing lights. Felt like standing inside a star. In the center was a chair. Old. Alien. Waiting. He sat down. Instantly, his mind exploded with images again. But this time, he remembered everything. His squad. The explosion. The relic's voice speaking inside his mind. The moment time froze. The feeling of something ancient crawling into his thoughts. Changing him. And then, the final memory. A voice. Deep. Cold. "Terminate Subject X. Human contact is forbidden." He opened his eyes. "They wanted me dead," he said. Elia nodded. "They still do." He stood stronger now. His hands glowed faintly, like hers. "So what now?" he asked. Elia smiled. "Now," she said, "we start fighting back." The silence after memory was the loudest of all. The soldier stepped out of the ancient vault, his hands still tingling from the energy that pulsed through him. The stars above the moon shone colder now. Closer. Elia walked beside him, watching him carefully. "You're changing faster than I expected," she said. He didn't answer. His eyes were locked on the sky. A shadow was falling toward them. Not a cloud. Not a ship. A hunter. They ran. Through narrow caves. Over broken rocks. The old alien moon shook with distant footsteps. The soldier grabbed Elia's hand and pulled her into cover behind a collapsed pillar. Dust fell from the ceiling. Lights flickered around them. "What is it?" he whispered. Elia closed her eyes. "One of the marked ones. Silent hunters. Created to track relic-bonded hosts. Like me." She nodded. "They don't sleep, don't speak, and they never miss their target." Suddenly, a high-pitched sound filled the air, like metal screaming. They looked up. Something huge was descending, thin like bone, wrapped in black armor, its head like a blade, glowing with red marks. It didn't walk. It floated. Could smell him. The soldier raised his weapon. "Too strong for you alone," Alia warned. "We run. Now." They dashed through the caves again, chased by the floating hunter. Every step the soldier took echoed with pain, not physical but memory. He could feel the relic waking up inside him. Every danger made him stronger. Every threat unlocked something new. He wasn't the same man who woke up on that alien ship. Not anymore. They reached the surface, and waiting for them was a ship. But not just any ship. A fighter, old Earth tech, modified with alien parts. Strange metal. A glowing engine core. And leaning against it, smoking a thin silver pipe, was a man with half his face made of chrome. He grinned. Well, look who's finally awake." Elia froze. "Tarn." The soldier aimed his weapon. Friend of yours. Used to be, she said flatly. Tarn chuckled. Relax, soldier boy. I'm not here to shoot you. You're a bounty hunter, Alia snapped. You only show up when someone puts a price on someone's head. And guess whose head just hit galactic level red? Tarn flicked a chip into the air. It displayed the soldier's face, labeled Class A threat. Eliminate on sight. Great, the soldier muttered. Now I'm famous. Tarn shrugged. I came to collect, but then I saw your file. And now I'm thinking, maybe we can deal. We don't deal with liars, Alia hissed. But I've got the only ship that can outrun what's coming, Tarn said. The ground shook again. Behind them, the hunter appeared, slowly rising from the moon dust, eyes glowing brighter. You have 5 seconds, Tarn said. The soldier didn't hesitate. We take the ship. Inside the cockpit, the ship roared to life. Alia locked into the co-pilot seat, linking with the engine. Hold tight, Tarn said, laughing. This bird doesn't fly. It screams. The ship blasted off just as the hunter reached them. Too late. But the hunter didn't stop. It raised its arm. A signal shot into the stars. Within moments, more lights appeared in the sky. Not one hunter. Not 10. A whole fleet. As they entered deep space, the soldier sat back, exhausted. Tarn handed him a drink. So, what's your plan, Relic Boy? I don't have one, he said. Yet. Alia looked at him. Yes, you do, she said. You just don't know it yet. The soldier looked out at the stars. All he wanted was to finish his mission and go home. But home wasn't an option anymore. Not when the galaxy had marked him for death. And somewhere out there, someone had created a living weapon and called her a gift. He looked at Alia again. Who exactly had built her? And why give her to him? He clenched his fists. There were too many questions. And the answers were getting darker. Space was silent. But inside the ship, something was breaking. Not metal. Not glass. Trust. The soldier stood alone in the back of the ship, staring at the stars through the window. They were supposed to be beautiful, but right now they looked cold. Unreachable. Behind him, Alia sat on the floor, her eyes dimmer than usual. She hadn't spoken in hours. And Tarn, the bounty hunter, was too quiet. Too still. Something was wrong. You're hiding something, the soldier finally said. Tarn looked up from the cockpit, smirking. Aren't we all? No games, the soldier growled. Who really sent you? Tarn blew smoke from his silver pipe. Same people chasing you. But I didn't come to kill you. Why not? Tarn turned serious. Because they didn't just put a bounty on you. They put one on her. The soldier looked at Alia. She didn't even flinch. She's not what you think, Tarn said. She's not a gift. Not a guide. She's the relic. Silence. The soldier stepped back. That's not possible. She's a living relic, Tarn continued. A weapon left behind by an ancient race. Meant to bond with the strongest soldier who touches the relic stone. She's alive, the soldier snapped. Tarn nodded. So was the last one. The soldier turned to Alia. Is it true? He asked, voice softer now. She looked up at him. Yes. His hands clenched. And you didn't tell me? I didn't want to be a weapon anymore, she whispered. I wanted to choose. Choose what? To be something more. She stood slowly, walked to him. When you touched the relic, she said, it woke me. I was created to obey the strongest mind. But your mind didn't command me. He looked at her. Then why did you follow me? Because you looked at me like I was real, she said. Not a machine. Tarn scoffed. Romantic, but dangerous. You don't know what she's capable of. Do you know what happens when her power reaches full activation? The soldier stared at him. Tell me. She explodes, Tarn said. Takes entire fleets with her. That's why they fear her. That's why they gave her away. Because they couldn't control her. The soldier turned to Alia. Is that true? She nodded. I was designed to end wars. One pulse. One planet. And if you die? Everything I know disappears forever. The soldier sat down, head in his hands. He came here looking for answers. Now every answer felt like a death sentence. He had a weapon beside him that the whole galaxy wanted destroyed. But she didn't feel like a weapon. She felt like someone trying to be free. Suddenly, a warning alarm echoed in the ship. Tarn jumped up. Someone just dropped out of warp behind us. On the screen, a massive black ship. No markings. No name. A voice came through the radio. Cold. Sharp. Surrender the relic. And the soldier. Tarn cursed. Stealth cruiser. Assassin class. If we fight, we die. The soldier stood up. No, he said. We don't fight. We trick them. How? Tarn asked. He looked at Alia. Do you trust me? She blinked. Yes. He turned to Tarn. We're going to let them take me. What? Are you insane? No, the soldier said. They want answers. Let's give them a reason to talk. Alia stepped forward. They won't talk to me. They fear what I am. Then you stay hidden, he said. Until I say otherwise. She reached out and touched his arm. Be careful, she said. You carry more than memory now. You carry me. He gave a tight nod. The plan was simple. Let the enemy open the door. Then turn the truth into a weapon. Cold light. Sharp air. Chains around his wrists. The soldier sat in a dark chamber aboard the enemy ship, surrounded by silence. No guards. No threats. Just silence, the kind that made your skin crawl. He had let them take him. On purpose. But now that he was here, it felt like a mistake. A door slid open without sound. A figure entered, tall, thin, wearing a long coat made of metal threads. No eyes, just a face made of light and shadow. You've been busy, the figure said. Its voice was smooth and empty. The soldier stared back. You've been hunting me. No, the figure replied. We've been hunting her. The soldier's fists tightened. Why? She is not what you think. She is not alive. She is not your friend. The soldier leaned forward. She's more human than you'll ever be. The figure stepped closer. She is a weapon, a relic, one that remembers everything. That makes her dangerous. The soldier didn't blink. Or maybe it makes her valuable. Meanwhile, back on Tarn's ship, Alia stood in silence. Her hands trembled. She could feel it, the connection between her and the soldier. Weakening. Fading. Something's wrong, she whispered. Tarn turned from the controls. We follow the plan. We wait. I can't wait, she said. He doesn't have time. Tarn frowned. You said if you go near them, they'll detect your power. Alia looked out the window. If I don't go near them, he dies. Back in the chamber, the soldier was strapped to a circular platform now. Machines buzzed around him. Scanners. Injectors. Mind readers. Where is the relic? The shadow-faced figure asked. He didn't speak. It shocked him. Electricity danced through his veins. Where is the girl? Still nothing. Do you know what she really is? The figure asked. Her kind ended galaxies. Not with armies. With memory. One burst from her mind, and thousands die. The soldier looked up. Then why haven't you destroyed her? The figure paused. Because we can't. Suddenly the lights flickered. An alarm screamed, and the walls began to melt. She was here. Alia crashed through the chamber doors in a wave of blue light. Her eyes blazed like twin suns. Her hair floated like smoke. Energy pulsed from her skin. Let him go. The machines shut down. The figure stepped back. Afraid. You'll kill us all, it warned. No, she said, her voice layered with echoes. Only you. She broke the soldier's restraints and helped him up. His body shook. You shouldn't have come. I told you, she whispered, holding his hand. You carry me. I go where you go. Behind them, the walls cracked. The ship groaned like it was crying. You're losing control, the soldier said. I know, she whispered. I'm at my limit. Her skin flickered, glitched. Her form shimmered. He looked at her with fear. Are you dying? She smiled gently. No. I'm becoming. Tarn's voice came through a comm device. You've got 30 seconds before that ship goes nova. I'm opening a gate. Jump now or you're space dust. The soldier grabbed Alia. Can you jump? She shook her head. Not with this much energy. I'll overload. He stared at her. I'll stay, she said quietly. You go. No. She looked into his eyes. You have a mission. Finish it. Find the ones who made me. End this war. The soldier clenched his jaw. No, he said again. If you stay, I stay. She reached up and placed her glowing hand on his chest. You're not just a soldier anymore, she said. You're a beacon. With a flash of light, she pushed him into the escape portal. He landed on Tarn's ship. Alone. The gate closed. Behind them, the enemy vessel exploded in complete silence. Blue fire, a ripple in space, and then gone. The stars were quiet again. But something was different. Something was missing. He fell to his knees. She's gone, he whispered. Tarn watched the screen. No, look. In the center of the fire, a new light appeared. Small, soft, glowing like a heart. The soldier stood slowly, eyes wide. It was her, floating in space, alive but changed. Her form was no longer silver. It was golden, and she was no longer just a relic. She was something new. Silence had never felt so alive. She floated in the dark. Golden, radiant, whole. Not a girl. Not a weapon. Not a relic. Something else. Something more. The soldier watched her from the deck of Tarn's ship, eyes wide, heart heavy. She had died to save him. And yet, here she was, reborn. Tarn stepped beside him, his usual sarcasm gone. I've seen things, he said quietly. Machines turn to gods. Men burn planets. But I've never seen this. The soldier barely heard him. He walked to the front window, one hand against the cold glass. Alia floated just beyond reach. Her eyes closed, glowing brighter with each passing second. Then, she opened them, and smiled. She appeared on the ship in a blink. Not walking, not transported, just there. The golden light faded slightly, just enough to reveal her face. Still her. Still Alia. The soldier stepped toward her. You survived. No, she said softly. I transformed. He couldn't find the words. She took his hand. The energy inside me was never meant to destroy, she said. It was memory, history, life. He nodded slowly. You chose to become more. She nodded. Because you saw me as more. Tarn coughed. This is sweet and all. But we've got a whole galaxy looking for the both of you. No, Alia said, her voice calm but strong. They're not looking anymore. She raised her hand. A pulse spread out like a wave of light. Invisible, but felt. Across systems. Across stars. Every relic. Every hidden vault. Every memory-coded weapon shut down. All at once. The war was over before it began. The ones who created her, the ancient builders of destruction, had lost control the moment she chose her own purpose. And now, the galaxy had no more relics to fear. Only one. Her. The soldier stood at the edge of the bridge. Quiet. So what now? He asked. You have a choice, Alia said. You can return to Earth. Forget this. Live your life. He looked out the window, then back at her. And you? I will stay, she said. Watch. Guide. Help rebuild what was broken. Silence passed between them like gravity. Finally, he spoke. Then I stay too. Tarn groaned. You two better not kiss or I'm flying this ship into a sun. The soldier smiled. No promises. Later, aboard the new ship they would command together, half Earth, half relic. The soldier looked over star charts, watching worlds blink in and out of holograms. Peace had returned. But the shadows were never far behind. Alia stood behind him, arms crossed, glowing faintly. You never asked me, she said. Asked you what? She stepped closer. If I wanted to be your weapon. He turned around. I never wanted a weapon, he said. I wanted a partner. Her smile was soft, but eternal. Then ask. He held out his hand. "Are you my master now?" She laughed gently, placed her hand in his. "No," she whispered. "We are each other's."